Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another episode of Jmmi and Koggc Apostle DavidETaylor Exposed. I will be your host, Richard Holmes, for the next 1 hour. And this morning, what we're going to talk about, guys, is the hiding that David's been in. Like, everybody's been wondering, where is he? Where is the apostle, right? Where is DavidETaylor? Well, this whole shutaway thing that he's been claiming, it's all just hiding everybody. That's it, plain and simple. He's been hiding. He has been. He will be. That's his get down. You got to think of all the court cases that he's gone through, all the people he's pissed off. You can count on it that he is trying to run from process servers because he owes $350,000 to one lawyer, to one law firm, Pingo. Damn Pingos. And David has every reason to run, really, because of the people he's pissed off. Imagine being David and all your life has been screwing over people, lawyers, businessmen, taxpayers, people's aunts, uncles, wives, husbands, brothers, sisters. Imagine the trail of destruction that David has left with this organization, just calling himself the apostle, because he thinks he's greater than everybody. David thinks he's greater than everybody, so he calls himself the apostle. Now, David, this whole shutaway thing that you're claiming, it's all a scam. Hit that like too when you get in here. David, if you're watching, what up, LP in the motherfucking house, Marlon Jones, what up? We're talking about where is David. He's going to be up north somewhere, man. David's up north somewhere. He's got to stay hidden. Yep, exactly. Imagine how many people who don't use the courts to collect money from DavidETaylor. Exactly. There's people out there that DavidETaylor probably owes money to. Catch the drift here, everybody? David doesn't want to be found, but we know he's up north somewhere. I know you're up north, David. I know you're up north. Your lawyers got served your paperwork, okay? Since you have retained attorneys for this new case, that's the best place to serve you, right at your lawyer's fucking front door, dude. Is LP channel name blocked? No. Hey, what's up, Go Dogs? We're talking about where is David today. 1 hour. He's been hiding, everybody. That's all he's got. It's all he's got out of all this. I watched that this morning, dude. Dude, the indictment, holy David, that's the thing. Like Noah Winslow's, man. Oh, dude, I was watching P. Diddy's indictment. It's like, oh, David's gonna get hit with that same fucking indictment. You and P. Diddy are gonna be cellmates, David. You're human trafficking, dude. I know you are. And not the fact of the matter is you have guns, okay? You have all the elements of a human prostitution and human trafficking operation. And absolutely I did. Yep. Okay, yeah. That's probably why your comedy channel isn't showing, yeah. Yep. He is. He's the real life. David's the real life Where's Waldo. Exactly. No, you're dead on, Curly. Because, David, you're supposed to be the pastor of this church. You don't even come out and give sermons every Sunday anymore, man. What's up, dude? What's up? I'm shooting from my phone, man. I shoot different all the time, guys. It's not always going to be the same. I apologize. I'm shooting from my phone. I'm doing a pop-up live. What I have noticed when I shoot from my phone, I get more views. So, yeah. Yeah, I think he's upstairs in Taylor. I do too. Yeah, and Uncle Jake found some information about Malachi went to jail for hit and run, possession, and driving on an unregistered car. Well, guess what? All those cars are unregistered, I guarantee. And by Texas law, if you live here, like those cars should have been registered to Texas long time ago. New subscriber, Ahmed, current feeling. Zainab, no contact. Okay. Panoramic, yeah. So this whole hiding thing, and now if you think about it, right, David has all the means to travel around and be hidden. He does. He's got the means to move. He's got the places to hide. I don't know if he's got the money anymore. But David's got the means and the ability to move, run, and hide from anybody. His own car was expired. Okay, so doesn't even have his own car, Malachi. And I know for a fact that there's felons in this place. I know that these people, that this cult is aiding and abetting felons out of other states. And David knows who these felons are. Do you know David? I know who they are. I know a couple people who are wanted for felonies out of other states for your shit, David. You can't, if anybody's from the cult is watching and David is telling you to commit crimes and have you sign an NDA, David's Bentley, one of them wrecked. David wrecked one of the Bentleys, man. Yeah, one of the Bentleys is gone. It's over in the UK. Jake found out. It's over in the UK somewhere. Jake's really good at tracking down cars and shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's just right here. It's just my iPhone. Yeah. Well, you know what else, Curly Girl? Is the thing is they didn't even run they ran a video. Imagine going to this church and seeing a video of David. You guys, cult members, does this not compute for you? It was probably his dumbass son, LP. It was probably his son that wrecked it. Guarantee his son wrecked it, bro. Somebody dumb. But with David, I want to stick to David. Where is he? He's gonna be up in Taylor somewhere, but he'll try to run around. He's moving around right now because he doesn't want to be found. But he's got locations all up and around Dearborn and Taylor and the West County area that he could run to. Yeah, I don't think David's gonna let anybody drive it except his son or David. Yep, it's sold to the UK for parts. Yep. And I think it was the tan one. I think Uncle Jake. It was the brown Bentley. I think they totaled it out for what 30,000. I think 13,000, 30,000. Yep, totaled it. Gone. Done. Yep, it was the silver one. Okay, it was the silver Bentley. Okay, so total the Bentley. Um, Gone. Trashed. Toast. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to get politics. It's exactly so. Finding out Trump doesn't pay his bills, it sounds like Trump and David speaks to one another on how not to pay bills. Yeah, don't pay your bills. And LP, I made some calls this morning. No luck. Okay, I'm still trying though. Well, he even said that his. You know what David even said is that his brother got shot in a attempted carjacking the other day. But I don't know. I don't believe it. Yeah, I've made a couple calls this morning, LP. I've made a couple calls. I haven't heard anything back yet, man. I'm still trying. Still trying. The original lawyer's what I found out doesn't even work there. And he's like, just does side work now, bro. So working on that, dude. I really am trying to find out about that, dude. If that we can get that. Hey, Pingo Prophet, the Pingo Prophet Chris Com has entered. We're talking about where's Waldo, where's David. Um, Based off his sermons and stuff, he's gonna be up north somewhere, and he's got to run and hide, you guys. You know what's funny, David, is you come out and say, "Oh, you a pussy, Rich Holmes." I showed up to your fucking front door multiple times, and you couldn't even come out and talk to me, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could have been one of those, LP. It could have been one of those. Um, yeah, he's at the buffet. He's at the Dollar General buffet. Yeah. Um, but cult members, let me talk. I want to talk to the cult members now. Okay. I really want to speak to the cult members now, as Rich Holmes, not as Alex Travanovich or the fucking YouTuber, but as a human being now. Okay. Um, all the bullshit aside. Okay. 1,000 million from this diamond deal. Yeah. Um, at the end of the day, okay, when this house of cards crumbles, all right, listen up, you guys. There's going to be people that are ready to help you, okay, and it's not going to be David. I promise you that. Okay, it won't be David. Um, David won't care about you in the end. He doesn't. He never has. He never will. Any of the cult members that are still there, I highly recommend you check everything David says against the Bible. Yeah, they hot plate cars. Yeah, no, I found that. Yeah, they were hot plating cars. Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't, honestly, dude, I don't think those vehicles are moving, man. I don't, LP. I don't think they're moving. The Suburbans are moving. The Suburbans are the cars they use to drive around. I'll bet they use the Benzes and stuff for like guest, right? They'll use the Benz and shit, Bentley for guest, but not. They'll use the Suburbans for the cult members. Yep. That U-Haul that's registered to somebody else. Yep. Yep. That U-Haul that they're shuttling people around in. Yeah, that's part of the big deal. That's part of the scam. And hey, Joseph, I'm wondering why you lied to the police about that when they asked you about it. Why would you lie to the police when they asked you about that U-Haul? Where's the U-Haul, Joseph? What you talking about? We're gonna ask you again. Where's the U-Haul that's been seen parked in the parking lot here? Don't know what you're talking about. I do. I do, Joseph, and so do you, you fucking liar. How are you gonna lie straight to the police, Joseph, when there's fact, proof, evidence of that U-Haul being there? Joseph, you straight lied to the police about the U-Haul. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're moving that. I'm telling you, dude. Hey, if you go to the Harris, if you go to Hillsboro where the big mansion is, you can actually see that fucking. There's two U-Hauls. They have two U-Hauls for this place, you guys. Exact. No, let me. No, Noah. Everything is now in David's name. He's on the corporate records for Kingdom of God Global Church. Him, Michelle, Ashley's mom, Susan, Angel Jones, and Josh Taylor are all on the corporate records. But that's hey Noah. What did Bruce Rivers just say? When this all goes down, right? If y'all watch Bruce Rivers, okay, he read the indictment today on P Diddy. All right, this morning. I highly recommend everybody go and watch it because it lays everything out. Um, Diddy's fucked. Diddy's fucked. All right, force, fraud, or coercion is what is included in human trafficking, and I got Bruce Rivers up here right now. And in Diddy's indictment, okay, let me put the link in here so everybody could go watch it. And Bruce Rivers is a defense attorney. He's like, dude, he's fucked. He ain't getting out of prison. He's gonna sit in there. He's gonna sit in there for the next fucking year while they put this case together and longer. Diddy's not getting out of jail. He's there for fucking good. Yeah. So it says here, I'm gonna just say this. In David's indictment, it's gonna read something like this. Hallelujah, Thice. It's going to read Mr. Taylor then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers. That's how David's indictment will ultimately read, something along these lines. It's going to involve multiple people. It's going to involve multiple fucking parties. Yeah, dude, I love when he opens up the indictments because he has a way of breaking it down. And this is where Rico steps in. He's like, "Look, there were drugs involved in Diddy's operation, but they're going to bring that in later as part of Rico, right? Yeah, there's drugs. They found 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil. I'll bet David's all, I got 1,000 bottles of fucking glaze. Okay, everybody, I got glaze. Fuck the baby oil. But at the end of the day, David, yeah, it's not the population in homeless. It's not that big. It's like 0.2%. It's really not that big. And if every church took in two people, there wouldn't be any homeless people. But David's all, we don't do that here. Okay. Hey, your point. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? We're talking. Where's Waldo? Where's David E. Taylor? Right. Um, I'm looking at P Diddy's indictment and kind of going over the similarities with what David's looking at with regards to human trafficking and sex trafficking and all that other shit. Because this is this is all the same stuff that David's doing. Maybe not as aggressive like P Diddy was doing. I mean, P Diddy had the power to influence people, right? David does to an extent, not like P Diddy. but David does have some power and some form of coercive means. Yeah. After selling all her possessions and giving them to David. So does that count? Absolutely. Yeah, dude, that's fraud, dude. This is like theft by deception, right? David's using his church. Diddy's baby oil was planted. No, fuck, it wasn't, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man. No, it wasn't. How are they gonna plant 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil, dude? He had that shit ordered in fucking Amazon to his fucking house. Come on, man. Semtex. Come on, bro. Free Epstein? Who planted it? Jeffrey Epstein? Did Epstein fucking magically come back from the grave and be like, hey, I'm gonna plant all this fucking baby oil at P. Diddy's house, okay? Because I want to be a part of that shit. Planted the fuck out of here. Dude, I just saw the video where the cops walked in and it was just fucking walls of baby oil, dude. Yeah, Diddy has baby oil and David has maxi pads. Yep, he does. That's how you find DavidETaylor is you look for the shitty maxi pads that are stuck to the wall. That's how David marks his territory. Is he sticks his shit used maxi pads to the wall. That's how they're gonna find David. Just find the fucking the disposed yeah, he is your point, serial abuser, human trafficker, swindler, tax evader, and this reason behind the maxi pad shortage. Yeah. Yeah. He's a serial abuser. This is David's operation is gonna go down like another Epstein or P. Diddy. It's just it's a little more time consuming because it's a church. Because they're using the church as a shield, right? This is where it gets fucking touchy. The government won't sue. Trust me, the government won't go after the church. They just go about it a certain way, right? P. Diddy's been investigated since 2008, you guys. What does that tell you? 2008. Since 2008. What does that tell you about the patience of the Fed, man? What's that tell you? They let fucking P. Diddy hang himself. They're like, this motherfucker ain't gonna listen to us. Just fuck it. Let's get him. That's how it's gonna go down with David. They're gonna sit. The government in this case will just sit back and let the crimes happen. We'll just sit back and let the crimes happen. Dude, from 2008 to 24, what is that? That's almost 16 years. That's 16 years the feds were investigating P. Diddy. What does that tell you guys? You know what they got on P. Diddy? Everything. He's fucked. He's not getting out of jail. He ain't getting out of jail. He's in there for the rest of his life. He just totally fucking ruined his empire. Done. Over with. Why? Because greed, money. Because he's a sick fuck. Just like David, you guys. I love nuts. Nice day, man. I did read your name loudly. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, the feds. When the IRS starts revoking your exemptions, guess what, David? It's like, I think Diddy's going to get Epstein too. Fuck yeah. Did you say baby oil? Yeah, because P. Diddy, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil in P. Diddy's fucking house, man. And with relation to David, he's running, dude. He doesn't want to be caught. Appreciate you, and I love nuts. Welcome, man. We talk about religious cults here, but we talk about criminal enterprises, but behind the church, man. More often so are cults, but they use their status as a church, right, to fucking scam the government, dude. Take our fucking tax money. Fuck those people, dude. Right now, we've been working on this guy named DavidETaylor. He's faced multiple lawsuits across multiple jurisdictions. One's federal out of Florida. He's got another 2 out of St. Louis for the same shit. He's $500,000 in right now on legal fees, man, that he hasn't paid. His last lawsuit, he stiffed his lawyers and fucking said, later, I'm going to go buy all this fucking property. See ya. Have a nice fucking day. Well, yeah, and if anybody has ever watched the Vice channel, right, there's one specifically about high-end parties of the rich and famous in hotels. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Yeah. 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 Here it is right here. Hey, good. What's up, Ken? How you doing today? We're talking about where is Waldo? Where's DavidETaylor? I urge everybody to watch that. It's on Vice. It wouldn't surprise me if some of the people that these people are talking about are these fucking sick fucks like Diddy, man. They do. They'll show up to hotels. They'll rent out hotels and have these sick fucking parties. And dude, they're like throwing feces and blood and fucking human, like, just human biologics all over the fucking place. Okay, these people are sick. They're sick as fuck, man. Because when you have this type of money, you pleasure, you can't get it, man. You can't buy pleasure. You can't buy the pleasure that these people want, so they go to the deepest, darkest places of the human mind and just do sick shit, man, to get off. Diddy's in the same jail as Epstein. Exactly. Don't be surprised if Diddy gets suicided, man. And I don't want that to happen to him because I want him to face the charges. But you guys, think of the powerful shoulders that Diddy was rubbing. Think who he's rubbing fucking shoulders with. Think of that, guys. David too, but he's not rubbing shoulders with a lot of powerful people. He thinks he is. But David, with P. Diddy going down, this is proof, David, that you're not exempt, dude. They investigated P. Diddy for fucking 16 years, David. The feds did. You know how much time and patience the feds have, David? The IRS, feds, all of them. All those interworking agencies, David, they're patient. They'll be like, all right, let's sit back. Let's watch. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. They'll sit back, David, and they'll just watch. They'll wait for the right, they'll wait for the right time, right place. And that's when they'll pounce, David. That's when they'll pounce. It's just going to take one thing. Yeah, you're fucking right. We're called sleuths, David. We're solving crimes, okay? And David, just like your point said, the feds will allow channels like this go to help make their fucking case. You know why? Because we have all the proof. We've been helping put the pieces together, David. You don't get that. Whether they're going to do it or not, I don't know. Not my call. But I don't even know if they're looking into David. But David, when you start getting revoked exemptions and stuff multiple times, I'm pretty sure that opens up the eyes and the ears of the FBI, okay? That's just my take on it, okay? That's just my opinion, especially when you start opening up all these fucking cases, moving money across state lines. Just saying, David, you're not exempt, dude. You're not exempt. And your point's right. You know how many channels out there have solved crimes, David? Think about that for 1 second before you get fucking smart, David, or attempt to grow a brain, okay? And YouTubers just in general, look how many channels out there have helped solve cold case fucking crimes and shit over the last fucking, 30 years. Mike Redbar's investigation into your past. I don't even know Mike Redbar. And my investigation in my past, what about it? Yeah, I went to jail, I did some time. I've done some dumb shit in my life, yeah. But I don't know a Mike Redbar. And I would love to talk to him if he's want. Tell him to call me 314-492-3356. Yeah. So, yeah, Pig Lady, tell him to get in touch with me. I'd love to speak with him. Whoever Mike Redbar is, I've never heard of that guy, but okay, thanks. I don't know who the fuck is Mike Redbar. He must be related to Mike Hunt or Mike Hoochie. Let's stick with David though, man. Let's stick with David. Hiding, right? I can guarantee he's hiding from oversight. He's hiding from jury summons, duties, all that shit. David has nothing at this point, cult members. Cult members, listen up, man. I need to talk to you, guy. Okay. We've been out here trying to dissuade people from joining this place. Okay. Whatever the allure is for people to join this place, I don't know. I'm not Christian, I'm not religious, I don't know. But how I see it is a scam and a fucking con. And everybody that's there is either complicit, a part of it, or being duped, or just wants to be there. cult members. Exactly. He's hiding from his own mistakes. There's nothing to do with Shutaway. He's a criminal, point blank. Hey, Donna, how you doing today? Hit that like. Let me know you're not a cult member. We're going to go for 25, 30 more minutes or so. 35 more minutes. But we're talking about David being in hiding, and your point hit it. He's a criminal, and criminals hide. David, I've showed up at your hotel to talk to you. I've sent you text messages, emails, everything to see if you would just come on and talk to us. And you won't do that. You're the apostle, David. You're the great apostle, but you claim you're in this, oh, I'm in Shutaway, the longest Shutaway. You trying to fucking outdo Jesus or what, David? David's whole Shutaway is all hide and seek game. He's hiding from his own cult members. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in a cult or a church that preaches falsely, it's not easy to notice that it is a cult. David is really easy to realize that it's a cult. I mean, what church buys a hotel, slams all the members in it, and calls it a fucking church? Honestly, I'm really curious to know that. What church leader buys a hotel, puts all his members there? Yep, they're either complicit in the scam or victim. Yeah, they're one of the two, complicit or victim, right? And I had a phone call with somebody last week. I'm not going to give out names for obvious reasons, but if you're watching this, okay? Jesus Christ, man. David, let me tell you something. And anybody out there that's listening that might be giving money to this fucking cult, okay? If you're putting this money on a fucking credit card and paying this cult credit, don't do it. Do not give these people your money on a credit card, on a bank card, on a check, cash, money order. Don't give it to them. Don't give people this cult your money. I can't be more clear about that, man. Please. You guys, I'm finding out that people are actually giving money off credit cards to this cult. Let that sink in just for a fucking second. I just found this out. Last week. So, David, people give money off their credit cards. Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, if anybody out there has been giving money to David off a credit card, dispute the charges. Dispute the charges, because honestly, this is being used to fund his illegal activity. Exactly. Don't use a credit card to pay David and to go into debt, okay? His accounts are flagged. Yeah, I'm sure his accounts are flagged. Um, yeah, and I hope at the end of the day all this money's given back, because some people that I talk to, I ask them like, how much money have you given? Like, I've given a lot. I've given a lot, and I'm like, fuck, man. And when people telling me they're giving $1,000 off a credit card to this piece of shit, I'm like, please don't. Please don't. Save your money. And especially don't give it off a credit card. If you have a credit card, I don't have credit cards. So I don't fucking want a credit card. But don't give money to these people using a credit card, okay? Please don't. Please don't. I can't be more clear about that. These people care nothing for your money. These people care nothing for your money, you guys. They'll take it off your credit card, your checking, whatever. They'll take it off your fucking dead grandmother. That's how greedy these people are. And why is David in this 5-year shutaway? Because he's hiding. Where's Waldo? Up in Taylor, Michigan somewhere, most likely. He's got court coming up, so... Yep. You know, Permafrost, that's the question I still got here, brother. How are they still operating? And it is. Donation is just a way to clean the money, isn't it? Just say it's a religious donation and boom, cleaned up. And am I wrong? Yeah, you're pretty much right. Dude, no, you're dead on, Noah. You claim a religious exemption, religious donation, boom, money's clean. Good to go. Yeah, I don't think Billy Graham had anything to do with Marilyn Monroe, Raymond. I don't even want to start talking about Marilyn Monroe conspiracy theories because that's not what I do here. Okay. Billy Graham, yeah, he's a fucking con artist, but I don't think he had anything to do with Marilyn Monroe, bro. Really don't. Permafrost, I plan on it. Dude, David sent me death threats, dude. He sent me fucking death threats on his channel, bro. I saved him and I'm fucking pushing criminal charges with it too. Not only that, David, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking tell you, you piece of shit. I'm pushing fucking civil charges on you, David. David, I promise you. I'm pushing civil charges. I'm working on the fucking documents right now. I swear to fucking God, David. You think I'm gonna let that go? Guess what? You're about to be sued in fucking Texas now too, you piece of shit. Okay? I'm putting you on notice, David. I'm letting you know I don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna now sue you civilly for terroristic threats. Okay. Not what's great about this is it came from different emails. I have you saying it on video, and then I have you saying it in emails and shit coming from other emails. So I will press civil charges. Not and what's really great about this, David, is I have the police reports too to back up the case. Okay. David, never once has this channel come out and wished you death or any of your fucking cult members. Quite the opposite. Hey, we'll help you. We'll send you Bibles. Yeah, I could probably claim harassment and defamation, but it's a little bit harder in Texas. Defamation, different. I don't know how civil courts will handle that, but no. Funneling money is a donation, but a 501c3 has to account for every donation over a certain amount. Yep. David can't just take the money and be like, "Oh, we don't have to tell you where the money is." No, that's illegal. Um, Exactly. He mentioned my name on the live. Exactly. That's exactly why. And you know what? I'm talking to some people about this. And they said yes, absolutely, take it to court. I said okay, fuck, I will. And in Texas civil, I've talked to a lot of lawyers. Like you don't even need a lawyer, dude. Just take the fucking paperwork in and file it, and that's it. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a civil case. I'm gonna take him small claims. Um, yeah, and a pedophile too. Exactly. Exactly. All that's the thing. I'll let the judge decide, dude. I'll let the judge decide that when I file all the paperwork. Paperwork's right there, David. It's honestly, it's really not that much to file a civil claim in Texas. It's not. No, it's not that much. Um, but no, this is to prove to David that he's not above the law. Yeah, it is. That it is. That's exactly right. It's discrimination, and not only that, it could be considered hate speech, right? It can be considered a type of hate speech. Um, whether it's church or not, because the fact that he mentioned it on a public platform in front of his sermon, right, and he's supposed to be a pastor, like this is going to have ramifications for him. I really do think so. So I'm going to take that civilly, David, and I'm letting you know that now. Okay, that's something I'm working on. It's not something I'm going to rush. I'm going to make sure I have all the right paperwork, all the right supporting. Yeah, that's the thing. Defamation's hard to prove on a public person, right? It's hard to prove, but I can go after the terroristic threats, which they are considered in Texas. Okay, so that's I'm looking into all the laws and everything, talking to certain people. But everybody that I pretty much said that is a legit death threat, whether it's shrouded in God or not. That's a death threat. Okay, and you can't do that. So I'm getting all the paperwork together, and I'm gonna file it civilly right here in my county. Right here in my county, David. Right here in my county. Guess what? If you don't show up, I don't know what the judge is gonna do, but I'm just letting you know, David. I'm not letting it go. You threatened my life. You even sent a fucking email saying you're gonna have people show up to my fucking house. Yep. I have proof that you threatened me, David. Okay. I have you online saying it. I have it in email saying you're going to show up from Jenny Janiak's email. Okay. We'll get into that another time. The email sending you send emails and you shoot the emails through different emails so it doesn't look like it came from you. Okay. Which is you're setting everybody else up for failure. Yeah. He's an idiot for doing it on the public platform. Yep, ruling absentia. That's exactly what I've been being told by some. Yeah, it's a civil version of no contest, right? And I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna sue him. I'm not gonna say for how much, but I am gonna take him to court, and I'm gonna sue him monetarily. Yeah, exactly. He did that on YouTube and an email. Double whammy. Exactly. Not only did you do it on YouTube, and David, let me tell you something, right? Exactly. He thought he could bully me into walking away from a 4-year mission so far. Exactly. Now, David, when I reported these death threats, I want you to know something, okay? Up the line, I reported them here in my local. I reported them to Harris County. I reported them all the way up the line, David. I reported them in Houston, everything, okay? I reported these. Every time somebody asked me, how do they know where you live? And what I do, I told them that cease and desist right there, because that showed up on my fucking doorstep about a year into this, trying to shut me down, saying I was fucking, that you were unsubstantiated claims of running a tax scam and sex trafficking in a cult. Well, David, you haven't fucking proven us wrong. Or you haven't proven us wrong, David. Texas. No, because it happened here in this jurisdiction. I received the death threats here. I've called all the other jurisdictions, LP, to find out. They're like, no, you got to file it down there. It's like, okay, perfect. That's exactly where I'll do it. Right here in my fucking city. Yep. That's when you first viewed me, as when I first got that letter. Yeah. Let me tell you something, David. People were real curious to know. They wanted to know how you knew where I lived. Well, it's because you have fucking lawyers. Right? Winters and King, right here. These fucks. Guess what? That letter's been forwarded. Hey, what's up, Nova? How you doing today, man? Yeah, he has a business license, but I'm not going after the business. I'm going after David. I'm going after David. I'm not going after the business. I'm going after the individual. That's the difference here. David can't send the fucking church in his steed. He has to come. DavidETaylor, not Kingdom of God Global Church, not Jmmi, not Marvels in America World Healing. DavidETaylor has to come. Just as Richard Holmes is the one petitioning DavidETaylor to court for the terroristic threats. I'm not petitioning the church, petitioning David. That's the difference here. I learned real quick who I had to petition, and I'm not going to petition the church. It's David. He's the one who made the threat, and he can't hide behind the veil of his fucking cult organization. Yeah, he can't send Michelle or Ashley. He can't send Joseph. No, it's David. It's David. And I have one in there for Jenny Janiak, too. No, he can't hide from that. Exactly. He can't hide from the petition of me going after him. Because not only that, I have his name, I have his address, I have his date of birth, I have his social. It's too easy. You're watching me? What up? You're watching me? I love that you're watching me. Oh my god, I'm so scared. So yeah, you're right. David can't send somebody else in his steed to fight the case. No. Well, Ken, the thing is I learned that like the church is out of the jurisdiction, man. David's not though. DavidETaylor's not out of the jurisdiction. I've already talked to people, Lord Pender, and they told me that I got somebody, dude. Trust me. I got somebody that's helping me. I got somebody. I don't say I got him, but he's helping me. He is. He could send a lawyer, exactly, but what lawyer? Honestly, what lawyer is going to go in and defend David against that? Honestly, the lawyer's going to be like, yeah, right, I'm not defending you against this. That's what I think. He could send his lawyer, but that means he'd have to retain another lawyer, right? Or show up. Retain another lawyer or show up. Or he could just not show up and not send anybody, and the judge could just rule default right then and there. Be like, well, he didn't show up. Rule in your favor. He could send a lawyer. He could. He could absolutely send a lawyer. That's fine. It's a civil case. I mean, why would he send a lawyer in a civil case in Texas when you don't need one? David could come down, present his case to the judge, and be like, Your Honor, this is what I feel. And he could present his case to the court just as I can. But he's not going to. David's not going to. Who's going to defend David against those remarks? They're going to be like, you came out and you publicly called this guy out fucking with death threats. Not only that, you called him a faggot and a pedophile and a homosexual. Like, dude, we can't fight you against this. This guy's a YouTuber. No, no, this is me trolled. No, No, I'm not even gonna go that far, bro. Why would I send him a cease and desist? No, fuck that. I'm gonna take him to court, dude. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna stoop to his level. I'm gonna take him to court. Fuck him. Fuck him, dude. I didn't just come to this decision lightly either to put him in court. No, I had to look at all the legal ramifications on my end, right? But I definitely feel because I'm a taxpayer and he's not, and he's laundering money and we're not, and we're abiding by the rules and he's not, I definitely feel it's in my favor. That's just me. I could be wrong, but you know what? I'm willing to take my chances with it because David's gone on long enough with this bullshit saying I can do whatever the fuck I want. Not only that, he claims that he can say that under some prophetic speech because he's a prophet. Then he takes the video down. Yeah, he's not fucking feeling guilty. I'll bet his lawyers told him, you take that fucking video down right now or we're dropping you as a fucking client. You take that video down right the fuck now. You're fucking kidding us? You sent that shit out when you know this guy's community watches you. You know people are listening to you. You know your fucking IRS exemptions are in question. And you're going to come out and say this shit? Take that shit down right now. Because be real about this. Nobody's going to tell David shit, everybody. Unless it's somebody of power. Or of some sort of importance. Because David's fucking Mr. Balls Johnson. Nope. He took the video down, but you can't make it go away, David. No. You can't, David. I've already disseminated that video so many fucking places, David. Dude, that video lives forever now. Okay? You do realize that, right? I have the entire fucking video too, David. I have that entire last, what was it, 30-minute rant of you. I have it all. The entire fucking clip, David. It ain't going away, David. It lives forever now. You need to be more aware of that before you come out and open your mouth. Stay in hiding, David, because it's honestly the best thing for you. The only reason you don't come out, David, is because you are. You're hiding. You're scared. You're scared. If you weren't scared, David, you wouldn't be in hiding. You would be doing sermons every Sunday. You'd be coming out every day. He doesn't have the money to bribe me, bro. He doesn't have the money to bribe me, Tilo. Fuck no, he didn't. David, he couldn't bribe me enough, bro. No way. There's no way, dude. I've talked about that. Like, David tried to bribe me. Fuck you. I'd take the money and still fucking run the channel. I'd take the money. I'd take the money, give it to their survivors, and still run the channel. Yeah, and the one thing you guys can get out of this is Old Lobster if you guys want it. Yeah. But yeah, like your point was saying earlier, the only reason people like this hide is because they're scared. You're right, Nova. The worst thing a cult hates is people they can't control, right? And I'm one they can't control. They've tried to, dude. They've tried to shut me down. Death threats, sending emails saying they're sending people to my house, armed fucking policemen, guards, and shit like that. I'm like, okay, what is that gonna fucking prove? You're gonna show up to my house armed? Okay, so that's already showing that you guys have an ill intent. When we show up to protest at their cult hotel, we don't show up armed. We show up with signs. That's all we've ever showed up with. But these emails clearly show that they are nothing more than a violent fucking hate group. That's it. I mean, who shows up? What church shows up at a YouTuber's house that's been, you know, questioning their doctrine, which is what we've been doing here, questioning their doctrine and questioning David? What church shows up to a YouTuber's house that's been questioning them? Yeah, he's all, it's going on midnight here. You know, I get in trouble after midnight. I'm going to make my staff wait to eat all night. Yeah, you know how bad that is for you? And that unappetizing ass lobster, David, it looks like rubber. That was just everything David does now at this point, you guys, is for the cult, to make the cult think that David's doing good, and he's not. The whole shit with everything down in Houston, the stage, it's all front. It's all a front, everybody. It's a front to make David look better than he's actually doing. Cult members, if you need help out, there's multiple options for you. You can call 911. You can call Harris County Sheriff's Office. You can call the FBI. You can call the Department of Human Human Services, I think DHS, yeah, DHS, or Department of Homeland Security. I'm sorry. Um, you could probably call your local welfare office. You can call your local women's shelter. There's also men's shelters. Um, if you're really in a place where you can't get out of this cult and you really feel stuck, let us know, man. We'll help you out. We'll help you out. We know what's going on there. We know David is hiding. Cult members don't even know where it's at. Cult members don't even know where David is hiding. That's how good David is. Some of you cult members, based off your most recent phone calls, you guys don't even know where David is. We don't even know where the man of God is. Well, because he doesn't want you to know where he's at. So, David, I don't know why you continue to hide. I mean, shut away? Shut away, David? 5 years shut away? Yes, please, Donna, please do. And in the meantime, hit that like and subscribe while Donna's giving her update. And Donna, listen to David. Or David, listen to Donna because she's going to give you a healthy cooking and eating, walking update, David. And that's something you need to take into account. Is your own personal health and all this, David. You know, you know that we know. You suffered a major medical event about 2 years ago, David, which is why you went into this so long shutaway. Because you were actually in the fucking hospital. You were in the hospital. You came back out saying, "Oh, hello, everybody. I'm not on deathbed." You're setting yourself up. It is. It's a 5-year runaway. He's running away for 5 years. And what he does comes out from shutaway, moving like fucking molasses. I know. What are y'all doing? Put the lobster on the camera, guys. Come on. Put the lobster. What are y'all doing? Chris, put the lobster on the camera. Imagine going to that location and being one of the camera guys, and all David cares about is putting the lobster on the camera. Putting some dried up, nasty ass, fucking food poisoning lobster on the camera. Cult members, what are y'all getting out of this at the end of the day? You know this isn't religion, what David's teaching you. This is David's version of Jesus. That's it. Yeah, my dad's diabetic too, man. David, he's diabetic. Yeah, if the if the feds come in, if the feds come in, David's all, "I was with God. I don't know anything about what was going on there at the campus of the Harvest." Okay, right, Nova? How they misspelled the ice sculpture? Exactly. That's your money melting away at David's cult. Exactly. Hey, everybody, thanks for the money. We're gonna go ahead and spell it wrong and totally just do a total fucking flop with your money. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. And he will. David will claim that he was in shutaway with God. If the feds come in, he'd be like, "I don't know anything about it. I was with God." Like, "Sorry, God's not here. We're go ahead and arrest you right now for. We'll talk about that." No, I think David's only actually out of Kotex at this point. But with that being said, man, David, the whole hiding thing, this whole hiding thing, the whole shutaway, everybody, if this is the one time everybody's going to listen from the cult right now or outside the cult or that's listening and trying to find out information about this cult, let us all be clear about one thing. This shutaway, nothing biblical about it. Ask any pastor. What pastor stays in shutaway for 5 years and be like, "What the fuck is shutaway?" They're gonna look at you like a dipshit, probably. Be like, "I've never heard of shutaway, but explain it to me." But David, this whole shutaway, it's all it's all hiding. It's 5-year hide and seek game of DavidETaylor, hiding from the rest of the world, hiding up in Taylor. David, why? I mean, David, you're the apostle, man. You shouldn't have anything to worry about, dude. What's up? What's up, David? You should have nothing to worry about. You're the apostle. You should be out trying to fucking convert everybody, dude. But what's up, dude? You don't? What gives, man? You're the apostle, David. Come convert us. Come out of Shutaway. Come convert me, dude. I would love to see you fucking convert me. Please. I'm desperate for the fucking Desitin disciple, okay? Come fucking convert me, David. But you can't. You won't, because you're a fraud. That's all there is to David in this Shutaway. There's no such thing as Shutaway. Nowhere in the Bible does it claim being in Shutaway for 5 fucking years with Jesus. No. No. It says you're supposed to be out sharing the word of Jesus, not keeping it a secret, David. So why, David? Why do you feel the need to keep Shutaway a big secret? Like you're having some secret prayer with Jesus. Like you're the only one that's ever done it. You're the only one that's ever done this so-called Shutaway with Jesus. Like you're out trying to do everybody in the Bible, David. Yeah, just like your point said, it's hiding. Shutaway equals hiding because you're a criminal. And David knows he's committing criminal acts. He has his cult do it for him too. David has his cult members commit the crimes. Hey, Kel, I got a bad signal today. All right, sorry. David has his cult members commit the crimes for him. The welfare fraud, guess what? David says, hey, go fill out those forms. Tell him you don't have an address. David, I guarantee when this all ends, your entire cult member, all your cult is going to roll on you. They're going to point at you and be like, it was him. He told us to do these forms this way, told us not to tell us. He instructed us how to fill these forms out. Told us to say we didn't have a place to live when we did. Okay. Told us we don't have a job when we do. That's filing a fraud application, David. That is in turn filing a fraud welfare application, and you can't do that. David uses Shutaway to run from his problems. Exactly right. This whole Shutaway thing, run from your problems, David. And when did he go into Shutaway? Exactly, and what that proves, Donna, what that proves is he's broke. He's a desperate man with nothing to lose. That's why I'm now going to go after him civilly. It was just a matter of time before I was going to do this. And I was just waiting for the right trigger. And the whole death threat thing, it's it. So I'm going to go after David civilly, okay? I'm going to sue you civilly, David. Desperation, poverty, he's going hungry, absolutely. If the cult members are wondering why you're going hungry, why? Well, because David's fucking broke and he ain't feeding you guys. You guys are living off your fucking welfare cards down in Houston, jumping states when the people find out what's going on. I mean, Shara and Jenny, Jani, Alexis, I mean, Ashley, you guys are going to have nothing. Yeah, he went into Shutaway early during COVID. Yep. He's like, fuck yeah, I don't got to do shit now. Yeah, the real estate investments are catching up to him. This is no Shutaway in the Bible, exactly. If there was, he is not even doing it right by still broadcasting. He is hiding from the feds. That's what I think. He's hiding from the feds. I feel like his fucking pucker factor is like, yeah, secretly packing his bags. Yeah, David's gonna be breaking slabs of top ramen up, huh? Yeah, yep. He's gonna be breaking slabs of top ramen up eventually. He's gonna be breaking them in half. He's gonna be like, I need to break it in half so I can get a half a portion. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. If anything, he's gonna be hiding from the IRS right now. The IRS is the feds, man. I don't give a fuck which way you put it, because remember the part in Casino where the dude was talking in the mom's fucking shop and Robert De Niro's basically saying, Toscano basically sunk the whole thing. He fucking, every agent in the entire fucking country had their ears open about this organization. For the comment, that only one in true Moses, yeah. The RIS, I want the RIS to know that too. Them trying to revoke our status for Jmmi, well, it's okay. We still have one for Koggc, so don't worry. Yep, Kansas City. This is eventually, like, somebody's going to listen in. And the thing is when the IRS revokes your status, man, David, that's just not something you just kind of be like, oh, no big deal. Yeah, Toscano, he fucking had a heart attack right there on his own fucking floor. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And David, now again, the feds are the IRS. You do realize that, right? Okay, they work with them. And now, what I've been researching is that the feds, the FBI, whenever there's cases like this, they actually have IRS agents on the fucking case with them, on the teams with them, man. So what this tells me is that the FBI and the IRS are now working together in conjunction, which is fucking huge, man. The IRS hired all these fucking agents, could put them on with the FBI and start busting some of these fucking huge financial crimes, man. And that's what they're doing. The FBI now for sure is working in conjunction with the IRS. I know that as a fucking fact. I know that as a fucking fact now. That whenever there's cases like this, do you think Diddy? You don't think they have an IRS agent on that case? Fuck yeah, they probably got several IRS agents on that case. Gonna start tracking all his money. Think about that. Without a doubt. Think Diddy's getting away with fucking tax? Diddy's gonna hit. Diddy's gonna be fucking broke just like David. When there's money going around like this and the IRS revokes you, David, let me tell you something. Ears start opening up, man. Especially with the David, your real estate purchases, those aren't low profile, dude. You don't get that. Everything you're doing is high profile. Like you're trying to be like fucking P. Diddy, right? You're trying to be this big baller fucking prophet that you're not. You're trying to be this pastor that you're not. But David, what you're doing in unison with all that, committing crimes, breaking laws, fucking human trafficking, prostitution, money laundering, tax evasion. Again, David, the only reason you're doing all this is running. You're hiding, you're shut away, running. Hey, what's up, Reese? How you doing today, man? Good to see you. I'm just about to wrap it up. A few more minutes. We're talking about DavidETaylor being in hiding. If you're new, hit that like and subscribe. This whole 5-year shutaway thing is David hiding because he's a criminal. Criminal. That's it. Running from the law, man. Miguel. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, C.L. Johnson, that was the original. Yeah, C.L. Johnson, that's who David took the church from. Mm-hmm. Yep. Miguel, get in touch with me, man. Hit me up. Welcome, man. Drop me a text at that number, man. I'd love to speak to you offline. Really would, man. I would love to speak with you, dude. We all would love to hear what you got to say, man. We're trying to bring this guy down, dude. Every little bit helps, man. No. C.L. Johnson was the original church, the Jmmi building, dude. The Jmmi building. C.L. Johnson had the original Jmmi building. It was a swindle deal, man. It was really fucked up the way what David did to C.L. Johnson, man. It was really fucked up. He did. He swindled that church out from under C.L. Johnson. But yeah, no, Miguel J, we know the story, man. Yeah. David's a swindler, man, and we're trying to get as many people together because honestly, if enough I was thinking if enough cult members come together, you guys have the real potential for a big class act lawsuit against David. You really could. And I know people have given a lot of money to David in this. Yeah, he love bombed C.L. Johnson. Yeah. That's what they do. That's what this cult does. Love bombers. And David will continue to do it, man. He will continue to do this, man. I don't know how much more clear we can be on it until somebody comes forward with the straw that breaks the camel's back. Abuse, trafficking, sex crimes, drug trade. If somebody comes forward with that, that's how it's going to end, everybody. Until then, David will continue his cycle of abuse. He will continue his pattern of abuse. He will continue to swindle more and more people until something gives, man. If there's anybody out there that needs help out of this cult, let us know, man. We'll help you. There's people in Houston right now that said, yes, we will help. Just letting y'all know that, man. Cult members, there is a way out of this. You don't have to be stuck inside this religious cult with David, okay? This is not Jesus. This is not religion, what David's teaching you. It is not Christianity. I can tell you that. I'm not even fucking Christian. With that being said, David, just stay in hiding, dude. It's best for you. It really is. Stay in hiding. It proves how much of a criminal you really are.